Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly RuneScape 3 update. And this week we have a Ninja Strike 8 going on. Now I know a lot of people are getting a little frustrated, myself included, with all the Ninja Strikes and patch weeks. But we have some good news. Next week we see the release of the beach event going on. So that is July 20th that we will see that, and then the following week, which I believe is July 27th, we are seeing the new quest of the quest series for the Desperate Times area, which is Desperate Measures. So we do have a couple things coming up over these next couple weeks. But as for this week, we have Ninja Strike 8, which is a Recon PAG. So this is the player advocacy group, which is a new group, and they're made up of different players who are pretty good pillars in the community, and you know, they have all of them have a bunch of accolades or accomplishments or records and a whole bunch of stuff throughout the game. These are people who come from all different walks of the game, and it's very interesting to see you know, all the things that is actually going on with this group. But you have the RS guy, PAG champion, Night Eyes, Shadow Fox / Shadow Cat, Mr. Dumbledore, Lars Deluxe, RR Man, L What, Hoobs, and WH. But they are going to be working closely with the Ninja group to actually try to get more interaction going between the players and RuneScape Jagex themselves. But part of that, for what they are actually starting to get done, is more Meerkat Scrolls. So now you can actually make your own Meerkat Scrolls at level 4 summoning. One Meerkat pouch will make you 10 scrolls, just like it would for anything else, but now we can actually make them, which is fantastic. There's a War Priest armor drop rate, so basically before, anybody who was around during the world event and took part of the activities, you got a boosted rate on getting these pieces, which is fantastic. You know, it's pretty awesome. But anybody who didn't take place in that don't have that boost, so now everybody's going to have that boost, which is right on. Hidden familiars. So this is one that's actually pretty interesting. So previously you didn't have to actually dismiss stuff. Well, you had to dismiss stuff going into, like, let's say the Lumbridge Market, the Falador Party Room, Runespan, etc., etc. Well, they're going to have it now where you'll see your pet, but you won't see other people's pets or familiars. So there's actually going to be a hidden thing going on. I would not be surprised if in time they would actually allow people to just hide other people's familiars or pets, if you so choose to do so. The adrenaline cooldown reset. Isn't it annoying to have to wait for your adrenaline cooldown to tick over in the middle of battle? Well, not anymore, because from now on you'll be able to unlock the ability to reset your cooldown from Warrior's Retreat. And then we have and more. So there's more to come from the PAG and the ninjas. So do be sure, we'll have to keep checking out more and more. Strike notes, pets and familiars. Familiars and pets can be brought into the lobby of the Mage Training Arena, the Dorkish and Khan Agility Course, the Hyphen Agility Course, the Falador Party Room, and Runespan. In the Falador Party Room and Runespan, the pet or familiar will only be visible to the player, so you won't have to dismiss and resummon anymore. Adrenaline, the power burst of Overkill, is no longer a power burst, but an adrenaline renewal. So the power burst of Vial is no longer required to create it. It is now a potion, but all the ingredients are exactly the same. The renewal can be turned into 6-dose flask, and it will only trigger the adrenaline cooldown, not the power burst cooldown. So it's something to keep in mind. You can now unlock the ability to clear your adrenaline cooldowns from Warrior's Retreat, The adrenaline cooldown is reset once the player uses any of the adrenaline crystals next to the portal. This will work even if you're at 100% adrenaline. This unlock is purchased from War's Wares and requiring 2,000 boss kills. Clues. The Globetrotter shorts will now signal Uri instead of performing an emote, which will speed up the clues where the player is in combat. The item description, shop description, and options have been changed to reflect that. The Meerkat pouches is what I told you guys about, is that you can actually make the scrolls at level 4 and you get 10 scrolls per pouch. General, all players now get a boosted War Priest drop rate. The Max Guild Garden Portals now have a Do Not Ask Me Again option when tuning them to a new location. The Grace Period tab in the Achievements interface now has separate categories for Completionists, Trim Completionists, and Master Quest Capes. Hardcore Iron Man changes. So upon a final death, the Hardcore Iron Man accounts will just, for now on, will automatically be downgraded to Iron Man accounts. So regular Iron Man, rather than being permanently locked. This will happen regardless of whether the account owns the additional life items, such as the Jar of Divine Light. So if you have no life tokens, you don't have the Jar of Divine Light, you will just be downgraded to a regular Iron Man account, which is absolutely fantastic, especially for me right now, because just today I actually accidentally died and used up one of my life tokens from my hardcore account. But the good news is, if my hardcore account ever does die and go down to a regular Iron Man account, it's not really a big deal to me. All it's going to mean is that he's still going to complete quests, but then the focus will then go back to my main account, which then, you know, dying and stuff like that, it's not really going to be a big deal because I could just pay to get the stuff back and I don't have to worry about that. But we do have some more announcements though. JMod live streams this week is Tuesday, June 14th at 1600 game time, quest drawing with Mod Nice Pants. Thursday, July 16th at 1600 game time, a tutorial with Mod Stu and Mod Porky. Featured streamer is Tonix, who is on Friday, July 17th at 1500 game time. RuneScape is coming out into TikTok, so they got some stuff they want to show off to people. As it says, feel free to check out their profile. Instagram AR filters, so if you have Instagram, you can always go ahead and get yourself some AR filters. There's a forum spotlight, so this mod Kari needs your help to select the forum spotlights of the future. And also they started a new section called Video of the Week. So this week they are bringing us a video from RS3 Interviews, who asks, does Telos at 4K Enrage do 40 times damage of 0%? Which is absolutely good to check out if you are somebody who does bossing, especially Telos. Okay, so now for improvements. The game will now recognize your pet is summoned when you change its tier. The accept button of the pet's customization panel will now update the pet's appearance instantly. Updated numerous login error messages to reference the game client rather than the web page. Telos Lesser Anima Bomb attack will now no longer continue to damage players at the start of phase 5. The message informing you of an empty charge pack will now only appear if the player uses augmented pickaxes with no invention charges. Updated the warning for uncharged augmented items that do not use the universal charge pack. You will now receive a Golden Castle Wars ticket during the wanted quest, which can now be added to your currency pouch. The polishing perk can now upgrade sea salt to lay sea salt. Remove the trigger for a quick chat tutorial on mobile. It is now possible to access the Wise Old Man's archaeology collection even while he's gallivanting about in various quests. All Scrimshaw buffs now list the effects. Fixes: destroy an assault strength. Now use their correct animations when used following up the greater barrage. Make X interface now correctly navigate to the highest craftable tier of item in the corresponding skill. Daily challenges that were free to play will now give the correct XP once you go members. Players who have left Tutorial Island can no longer have the Tutorial Island path active. Fix an issue that blocked keyboard inputs if the player closed the bug report system by opening bank. The Duel Arena scoreboard will no longer display errors when players have long account names and high combat levels. The Bronze Offhand Battle Axe will no longer stretch while using the rope during Stolen Hearts. Harvesting a single farming patch will no longer produce the message "The patch bomb has no effect on produce in this state." You will no longer automatically open a reward casket upon digging it up. An elite treasure trail in the lumber swamp. With the Washanko, the Ark achievement no longer requires the following for completion: ancient eastern turtle portals, flippers, rewards, upgrading all of Waco, unlocking more of Waco. The crew edit button of the player imports can no longer be used while the ship is on voyage. The message "you don't have enough inventory space to do that" will no longer appear while making flat packs that take 2 planks. The player-owned farm breeding rabbits tutorial can now actually be completed. The auto setup option will now appear in the lobby before starting the game. Fix an issue which caused the first and second recommended challenges to switch links. The achievement subcategory is now displayed correctly. Fix an issue where it was possible to use War's Retreat teleport at 60 combat or above on members' worlds. Fix an issue where the treasure hunter window would not load correctly in a small size game window. Using the dungeon home teleport will no longer silence the music. Fix an issue where the red dragons in Elite Dungeons 2 were able to attack through barriers under certain circumstances. Fix an issue which prevented the cutscene in Desperate Times from ending, and fix an issue which prevented subtitles from being displayed in the first cutscene for Desperate Times. That's actually it for today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.